This is Introduction to Computers. BCA 101. And there is a similar video for the other class, but we'll go ahead and repeat for this one too. But we covered very similar things. We talked about information systems, referred to it as IS, and we start out by just talking about some examples. You know, how does a store like Walmart and Sears and Target, Hy-Vee, Fairway, how do they keep track? Grocery stores have 13,000 different products just on the basic groceries. You know, can imagine all the things in Target, Sears, and Walmart. How do they do that? Okay, how do they keep track of inventory? What's sold, what isn't sold? You know, how much do they charge in tax and that, and so forth. There is just an array of things that the information system takes care of. We split it into a few areas, and we're going to talk about the details of these as we go along. The major areas, we're going to talk about levels of management, if there are any in a company, levels of information, different types of information to go to different levels of managers. We're going to talk about the idea of making decisions based on information going to the right person, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how does that flow, how does that information move through. And that's where the term management information systems a lot of times, you know, comes from. How do we manage that? We have this large pool here of data. We've got all this data, and then how do we get the right data to the right levels of management? Okay, so then all of this whole thing, this whole information system, or maybe more specifically a management information system, how do we manage this information? It all fits under systems. There are different systems to do this. We're going to specifically list some the next time we meet. In general, systems go through life cycles, so we have to develop new ones over time or develop them originally. And that's what we're going to talk about next. So I'm going to go to the... And here we talk about the development of information systems. We're going to talk about top-down. Top-down, you realize your need. You have a need, I guess, to be more general, and then you do an analysis. And then once you understand, after your analysis, you can start to design. And then we develop, implement, and so forth. And we're going to talk about those steps later on. You can do it in a top-down fashion or a quicker fashion, bottom-up. Top-down or bottom-up. And we'll talk about that. Within there, somewhere, software is going to be used to satisfy our needs. So we will talk about things like you can maybe buy a piece of software package to do what you specifically want to do, or some software you can buy and adjust. You know, the software's design. Some places create entirely new. They program exactly what they want. That's where we start talking about code. Or what you need to be done maybe can be outsourced. Somebody else can literally do that for you, so you don't have to worry about managing the software. And some weird combination of these different things may allow you to develop your information system. So this is the crux of what we're going to talk about for the rest of the course. We're going to tie this into our database work, because databases are used to manage these large amounts of data that we're accessing either through the internet or through software packages within a company and so forth. We finish up the course. A couple cool things. We'll talk about artificial intelligence a little bit, and then we'll do a little bit of trying to look at the future of where technology might be going. So, that's it for today.